Hey, you guys. So today we're going to start editing assignment number 3. The focus of editing assignment number 3 is to get you guys more in-depth knowledge of Premiere Pro, which is your editing software. We're going to be editing clips from last week's volleyball game here versus DP. So what we're going to do is, of course, like last couple of weeks, we're going to put a video together. However, we're going to go in depth into the tools. So like the selection tool, the trim tool, splicing clips, putting them together. We may even add an effect or two on it, and we're also going to add music. So let's get started. Let's go to the launch pad here. Click the launch pad. And we're going to go and navigate here to the middle button. And we're going to open up Premiere Pro. Okay, next, like always, we have to open up our new project and save it under your student number hard drive. So let's go editing assignment 3. Remember, we go down to browse. We always save under our student number hard drive. Where that is a WSD2. Click on that. And this one has my name, but this should be your student number. So click on that. Press choose. Easy. Open it up. Okay. So now, if you go to your Google Classroom, you're going to download a zip file called Editing Assignment Volleyball. Once you do that, the zip file is going to look like this. Double click on the zip file. What that does is that it's going to go ahead and uncompress the files that I sent you, and it's going to be here in the Editing Assignment Volleyball folder. Click that. And here's all your clips. I went on and kind of pre-labeled them for you guys. This is the music track you're gonna lay over your montage. And here's are the action shots, inserts, intro shot, outro shot that I need you guys to use. All right, so we just click and we drag the folder right here to our project library. Release. Okay, now let's create our timeline. Double click on the folder to open up the clips. Let's double click on this one. Clip 1, drag it over here to timeline, release. Okay, so now we have our timeline pretty much made. Let's go ahead and select that clip and delete it because, like I said before, we're only using a clip to create a timeline. And let me go ahead and show you guys how to edit a montage. So the theory behind editing a montage, it's an attention-grabbing piece of work. So it's going to be quick cuts. It's going to be overlaid by a musical track. And we got some type of choreograph to this as well. So with that being said, the trick is to a montage is every action shot that you have, you need 2 insert shots. Now, what are action shots? Action shots are self-explanatory. Since we're viewing a volleyball game, let's navigate. Since we're viewing a volleyball game, whatever they're doing in the shot, in the game, is action. So they're actually volleying the ball back and forth and hitting it. This is all action, right? An insert. What is an insert? Let's go back. Insert shots are all shots that are not action, that is related to the event. So for instance, we got my man's right here, the referee, right? He's part of the event, however, he's not playing. So we want to get shots of just him doing this thing. The players, they're not actually playing. They're communicating with each other. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the actual play. But right here, this portion right here could be used as an insert. They're not actually playing. Now when it gets to here, this is action. We can use that as action. Right here, we got the girl holding the ball. She's a part of the scene. However, she's not playing. These are insert shots. Insert shots really make your montage great. So my ratio, for every 2 insert shots, we need 1 action shot. Or vice versa, you can switch it around. However it is, you need insert shots to just break up the flow of the montage. So let's get started on some quick shots. First, let's start with the intro shot. Where is it? Clip one is a good intro shot, right? Introduction shots is actually telling the audience where we are. Usually it's an establishing shot, but here we got the player introductions. So this probably be a good shot to use, okay? Couple of things you got to take heed to. This is a toolbar. We're going to be using a couple of tools very frequently, right? Because we're not just clicking and dragging clips now. We're actually going through them, and we're going to pick out the best portion of each clip. That's the goal of a montage. So for introduction, take your mouse, position it right here to the scrub head, right? The scrub allows you to fast forward, rewind your footage very quickly so you can see what portion that you actually want of the clip. Okay, so we got the girls entering the tunnel. I think that's pretty good. So, how do we select a portion of a clip and not the whole clip? Very simple. Very simple. We just go ahead and press the I button, not I button, the I letter on the keyboard. That's shortcut for end. Endpoint is where you want your desired clip to start. So instead of selecting this whole clip, like I don't need this area, I can just go to the clip that I want, and we always pick where the action kind of begins or where it's interesting. So we got player number one, she's entering the tunnel. We want to go ahead and click I, right? We want it to start probably a little back. We want it to start right there, and we want it to run. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Probably 3 girls are okay. So when we're done and we're satisfied with the amount of room that we have, we go ahead and press O. That's out point. So if you notice, this little section right here is highlighted. So what you're telling the computer is that I only want this portion that's highlighted to be inserted into my to my timeline. So that looks good. We selected the portion. Now let's click and drag. Go ahead on the clip, click, hold, drag here to the timeline. Put it right there. So now let's play it. That looks good. And if you notice, it's only what we selected, only what we wanted. So now, what do you do next? You go to, let's go to probably an action clip, right? So let's start our 2-to-1 ratio. Let's get a good action shot. Scrub through the clip. See if we can find a good action shot. Okay, so we have a player right here. She's getting ready to serve. That's good. Okay, so we want this portion of the clip, not the whole clip, but just a portion. So if you remember, when we go, we actually have to go back to where we want to start the clip from. Press I, because that's where you want to start it from, right? End clip. That's where you want to start. It's going to make a marker, and it's going to highlight where we want it to start. Let's scrub it to probably here, right? Now, like I said before, you only want important stuff. You don't want any dead frames. What are dead frames? Dead frames is something like this, where there's no action going on. The cameraman is kind of asleep, and it's pretty much nothing. I mean, we have no clue what we're looking at. So we don't want to include this in montage. It's only relevant things. So we've got this portion highlighted. Click here, hold on the clip, drag it to the timeline, right? Also, if we want to zoom in on our timeline, very simple. We navigate down here to this little bar and these 2 notches. If we click and hold and drag it in, that's zooming in. That gets us a better look at what we're actually doing. If we click and hold one of these and go to the right, we can zoom out. So when you start building your project and there's more clips, you might want to go ahead and zoom out, right? Let's not keep working on the edge of our projects. Let's give our eyes a chance to actually look at what we're doing, okay? So let's go ahead and run that. Good. Now, let's select the insert. I would say this one. So we have the lady, she's an official. Let's just get a short clip of her watching, doing her thing. That's good, that's interesting. Put that right here. next to the clip. Now let's go back and get an action one. We want to always mix up our shots, so let's go to action. Let's find a different shot from a different angle. Probably this one, it's a different angle from the rest. So let's find where our girls are actually working. That's a good clip right there. So it seems like they actually scored. So we can go from right here, press I on the keyboard, scroll through it. Okay, good. And then we can get a celebration too. That's always good. Put that in there. Boom. Okay. Let's kind of review what we got. Good. That's probably too long. Also, too, adjustment of clips. So, if we have a clip that's a little bit too long, we can always adjust it. First thing first, let's go over here to our toolbar right here. This is the selection tool. We can readjust the size of a clip inside the timeline as we see fit. If we zoom in, take the clip, put it to the edge. You see this red indicator, click, hold, and we can drag it. We can drag it to the playhead, right? That's just readjusted our clip. So now the clip is shorter, how I like it. Now, don't forget, we have empty frames, black screens. What do we want to do? We want to close those empty frames. If we go ahead and drag this over, let's take our other clips to the right, move them over so they connected. Okay, so let's take another look at it. We can scrub through it. We like that, that. Perfect. All right, so now let's add some music. Let's go back here to Project Library. Click this folder. Click this folder. Double click on the music icon. And then we can go ahead and drag some music. So we're going to go ahead and find a piece of music that we like. Okay, that sounds good. So let's go ahead, just like the video clips, select the portion that we want. I scroll over here, probably O, set the out point right there. And let's go ahead and drag this music on our clip. Let's zoom out to see what we're doing. Click here, hold drag. And if we just want to overlay the music, all we need to do is just go ahead, go to this bar right here, drag audio only, click, hold, drag. If we want to replace the audio from the actual event, we could just go ahead, put on top of the event, release it. On top of the event audio, release it, and let's see what we got. Okay, that's good. So your assignment is to complete your montage. Remember, for every action shot, I would say every 2 action shots, include an insert. Mix up your shot sizes. Don't have each shot looking the same. You want different angles, different shot sizes, depending on what you want to do in your creativity. All right? Go ahead and use all the clips here on the project library. If you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. I will come around and help you guys out. Other than that, go ahead, have fun, edit your montage.